So here's I'm back. Went and tested my ball joints out last night. They did great. Today we are doing the tensioner pulley. Already got the belt loose, just got to get the bolt off. Hopefully that one falls right off pretty much. Put the new one on, put the belt back on. Hopefully not too big of a job, but I want to get it done. Pulley's definitely in rough shape, so I'm going to get a new one on there and assemble the tensioner piece, because why not? I seem to be bouncing back and forth a little bit. Every vehicle I have, they do, but let's see what happens when I put a new one on. And it's my daily driver, so I might as well get a new one. So I'll get back to you probably when the new one's on. So yeah, it was real simple. Took the old one off, fell off as soon as the bolt came out. There's a little dowel pin. I'll show you the old one. There's a little dowel pin you line up. Not hard to line up at all with the belt off. You line that up in its home, put the bolt in, tighten it. Torque spec is 35 foot-pounds. We're also going to be putting a new badge on the passenger side on today, because this one fell off and I have another one that looks a little cooler, so we're going to put that on today. Nothing fancy, no fancy way of putting it on. I'm just going to hot glue it like I did with the last one. It lasted long enough and I didn't lose it. So, but I'm going to put the belt back on, put this back together, and then move on to that probably. Alright, so all under the hood's done. Put the new badge on. Then if you come back here, I also installed the, actually here, we'll turn it on. It does all sorts of different stuff, or it does the blinkers, you know, whatever, but installed one of those. It wasn't that hard. It was just hard getting it to stay on there. Who knows if it stays on there, but hopefully it will. Tailgate is turning into a memory pretty much, but it's holding up. It still works great. It's got an upgrade. It's got a heavy duty handle on it that I put on when I first got the truck because I broke it, and it's doing great. But now I gotta get my hot glue gun back out. Don't ask, but I gotta hot glue this back up. So yeah, I will probably get back to you when I get that done. And I will probably come up with more stuff to do, because I'm kind of bored right now and I want to mess around with the truck. And Diesel's New York is coming up, so I'll get back to you when I do more. Alright, so got the seal, well, the window seal, whatever you want to call it, back in. I've had to glue it like 10 different times, but that was nothing. Just glued that back in. Just want to give you guys a little tour of my toolbox. Not really a tour, but just show you what it looks like. Got those on there. These bolt, where was it? Might have been before I had the American flags on there, but there's bolt holes for those, and they bolt on, and they used to hold the fishing poles that are under there, but the bolts rattled out and I just ended up taking them off. But they're actually weed eater racks, so those, but I just have them in here because they fell off one day. And yeah, but I have this is bolted in here. It's got 2 drawers up top. I'll show you some of the stuff like up top, impact, parts for the truck. Not pulling the drawers out right now, but got some stickers. Got to fill that up with stickers. Keep my work boots in here because they spill up my truck if I put them in there, so that's no bueno. So, but got a crate. I got a bunch of crap in here, but just want to give you guys a little show. That's the toolbox. I normally have a spare tire in the back here too, but it's at my buddy's house. Yeah, I got rowdy in the mud last night testing out the new ball joints, but yeah, I have a spare tire. It's just not back here because I took a load of lumber, that load, to make a driveway to my shop because I don't have gravel right now. But I gotta get some gravel soon. But yeah, I think that's about all I'm gonna do today. I might do a couple other things, but if I do, I'll film it. But if not, it's probably gonna be the end of the video. So thank you guys for watching. So yeah, peace. So here's I'm back, and today we are installing new underglow in the truck because my old ones worked, but would be different colors. I got them torn, the old ones torn out to here. My new ones only have 4, so I'm not gonna have one in the middle for now. But the other ones were way too expensive for me, so we're going with these. Right now, I am routing all the new ones. I just want to get a video going. You know how I am, bad with videos, but I want to get a video on this. So, just went to AutoZone today. My last ones were just China specials, so these ones will be a little bit nicer, hopefully. But yeah, I will get back to you when I am done installing these, probably, because I'll forget the video, but I'll try to get some clips of installing them for you. Alright, so after reinstalling it and then installing it, uninstalling it, and reinstalling it, I finally have one done. So first I put it on, it was backwards because I needed the wire in the back and I wasn't paying attention. Then I put it on without the spacer. It's on now though. I have the other one ran to right there so far. That one's going to the back real well. Then I got these ones ran over to go back there. So now I'm going to neaten up these wires, which is what I was doing until I realized I messed up. So I'll get back to you guys at some point. Alright, so I have got one side done. All the wiring is zip tied up how I had it before. I like the way I had it ran before, so I ran it all the same way. The only difference is there ain't one under my door anymore. But that will be alright for now. So I got all the wiring ran on this side of the engine bay mostly too. Now, actually, I have half of this side done at this point now too. This one's all done. I have to run that one back there. I had to fix a weld on my box back here. That's what's taking me so long right now. I had to fix that. The box side was flapping in the wind. Not really. It's actually solid. It wasn't moving at all. I didn't even know it was broken until I was under there and I had the wire zip tied to that bar and, you know, felt it move. But I'm gonna knock this side out quick, and then I also want to do front differential fluid tonight and possibly put my inside underglow in. So we'll see how far I get. So per usual, I'm not good at videoing, but come here, I have installed lights in here. You come up here, all the underglow. Well, rock lights are installed. There's 4 of them. Like I said, I used to have 6, but now it's 4. I'll live with it. It looks pretty good. And if they last, it's doing better than the other ones did. All the wiring's done. Got my inline fuse I like to put in. Always put a fuse in. The lights in here do not have a fuse, but they are hooked up to this, which I can just unplug. The only time it will be plugged in is when I'm in here. But can't see too much of the wire. I don't mind that. They look good though. And that's got a little switch on it, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, installed those. Don't get me wrong, there's nicer ones, but I can deal with white. But underglow's all installed. Rock lights, whatever you want to call them, I don't care. I use them because they look cool, and if you ever break your truck down, you know, obviously a lot nicer. That's the only reason why I don't like having the ones in the middle, because it's kind of nice light underneath the whole truck. That's kind of the purpose of me putting that light there that I haven't hooked up yet. But we're slowly working on things. But now I'm going to crawl underneath this thing. Friend from work, good friend from work, where'd I put it? Gave me a, if I could find it, right there. I'm gonna swap my fluid on my front end one more time because I brought my truck in the Bosse's and there is a vent line obviously on the front differential, but I never thought about it. But my axle seal was leaking. I replaced it and it was still leaking. And well, there was no vent line on it. The vent tube was clogged, so I cleared that out. But clearing that out, I used PB Blaster and air, and I just pushed it through. But I got it cleared out, put a vent line on it, but now I gotta change front end fluid, so I'm gonna be doing that. I don't have a drain plug, so I gotta suck it all out. Not a fun process, but I'm gonna do that, and that's probably gonna be about it for tonight. But this is all still for Diesels of New York, kinda, and I wanted to get it done anyways, Diesels New York was just a good little reason to get my ass moving. So we're making good progress. I will get back to you probably when my differential fluid is changed.